Alright guys, this is part 2 of the third master set review. We left off going over Everon Sun Shadow specials, and I have one left, so we're continuing on. Okay, Phase Step. Once per game, Everon Sun Shadow may use Phase Step. Before moving normally with Everon Sun Shadow, you may place him on an empty space within 5 spaces of his current location. If Everon Sun Shadow is engaged when he uses Phase Step, he will not take any leaving engagement attacks. So he can basically teleport. Alright. I don't know why they did this, but they made this elf guy, and they put him on Jandar's team. So I mean, he's cool and all, and that's just, I thought an elf would go on to Ular instead of Jandar, but I'm not going to argue with them. Last character, and my favorite, Durak Ambershard. Move a 5, range of 1, attack of 5, and defense of 3. He fights for Aquila. He's a dwarf, unique hero, a rogue, and tricky. Medium 4. He's got 4 life, move of 5, range of 1, attack of 4, and defense of 2. 60 points. Everywhere can be hit except his sword. Sneak attack 2. If Durak Ambershard is attacking an opponent's figure that is adjacent to at least one other figure you control, add 2 dice to Durak Ambershard's attack. Okay. Disarm traps. When you roll the 20-sided die for a treasured glyph with Durak Ambershard, you may add 4 to your die roll. Hide in darkness. I accidentally skipped this one. The Deepworm Drow also have this special. Hide in darkness. If Durak Ambershard is attacked with a normal attack and at least 1 skull is rolled, roll the 20-sided die. If Durak Ambershard is on a dungeon space, add 3 to your roll. If he is on a shadow space, add 6 die to your roll. If you roll a 1 through 15, roll defense dice normally. If you roll a 16 or higher, ignore all damage that will be inflicted by the attack. So that's cool. Alright. Here we have this little dwarf rogue. He's cool. I like his design. Alright. So now we're moving on into what should have had. I hope I'm, centered. Now we're moving on to what should have been here. I'm going to go over the terrain and the glyphs in this one. So, if you don't know by now, the terrain, it's gray. It kind of looks like rock, only it's a little lighter tone. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Hold on. Okay, so here you go. Here is what the terrain looks like. It's gray, and it has like the whitish, color to it. But I like what it looks like. So these are dungeon tiles, as they're classified. So, you get all the, you get water, grass, and sand also in this master set, but you all know what that looks like. So, I'm just going over what come out new in this set. So you have the single, little helix. You have the double helix tiles. You have the triple helix tiles. And then you have these 7 helix, which I think are the most useful ones. I like them. They got 7 squares on them. And then you have the most common, the 21, which are the bases of a map. You start off with these. These are really cool. And you could take another one and flip it over to add right here. Here, 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, for an example, I'm just going to use a swamp one. But you can take a double helix, take another double helix, or one of these 21 helixes, flip it over and connect them, and you can make a rectangle. And that's what I like about these double helixes. They're the base of any map. These are what, sets the foundation. So that's pretty cool. They go right together. I think they were designed just for that. So yeah, the dungeon one. And then they have these new things called shadow tiles. And let me check real quick. I think shadow tiles, oh, must have skipped over it. 1 second. Look in the rule book. Okay, that's nice. I know all these. Move on to the terrain. Or you can skip it, that's fine too. Okay. Shadow tiles add 2 to your defense when you're standing on them. So they're basically this little getaway thing that if you're in trouble you can step on these and they add 2 to your defense. They look like water, only they're black. So they're cool. And another one of these things that they have are rocky outcrops. They're like little mountains. And they have certain little shadow tiles that have these little 3 prongs in them. I hope you can see that. They have these 3 prong things in them. And then on the base of the rocky outcrop, they also have 3 prongs. And they slide right on, like that. They're your little base. And now if you don't want to use these can just count as extra shadow tiles. You get 8 shadow tiles in the game, but with the rocky outcrop bases you get 14 in all. So you get 3 of those single outcrops, and then you get 1 of these little triple ones. So that's cool. You get 1 of those. Alright, that's basically all that came with the terrain. Not much too new. Check the time real quick. Okay. So now I'm going to go over the glyphs. The master set came with 4 glyphs in them. So you have, first of all, you have Brandar's chest, which is basically an artifact. And the unique thing that I like about the Brandar things is these, you can make these whatever you want. Whether if you step on these, you get to open it up and you get something, whether it's an like a capture the flag artifact, whether it heals you. The rules vary to your liking with these. You can make the Brandar's chest anything you want in your game, which is really why I like the, just diversity that you can have with it. That's really cool. And then they have the Talisman of Defense, which is defense +1. They have the Heroic Rune, which is attack +1 for whoever steps on it. And then they have the Potion of Healing. So you can either, this is one of them that you pick up, like, let's say you're going through the game, and it's sitting there, Everon Sunshadow steps on it. He now has the Potion of Healing, and he does not have to use it right away. Like, let's say he doesn't have any wounds on him, he can just hold on to this. But let's say he gets in a battle with a feral troll, he gets hurt, he can use this, and it'll immediately heal up to 3 wounds on him. So it'll bring him right back to perfect health. So that's really useful glyph that I thought was cool. Now, like I said with the Brandar's chest, you can make it in your game where you step on this, and you open up the chest, and you get the Potion of Healing. You can do whatever with it. It's really nice. So, that is basically it for the terrain. And I was thinking that, well, I don't know. We could go over the master set, like the campaign that they have in here. But, I don't know. They have this campaign in here, and it's really weird. But I don't know if we would go over that or not. Well, I'm not going to post it yet. I'm not going to post or make the video. Whenever you watch this, leave a comment telling me whether we should go over the rulebook or not, because they have some things in here that we could go over. Leave a comment telling me whether we should go over the rulebook or not and make a third, part to this. So, there you have it. That's the 3rd master set, and it could be continued on, whether you want to or not. I'll tell the votes. Subscribe, please. I have 61 now, and my goal is to hit 100 before summer. So please help me get to that. And then I have a new map request coming up very shortly, and then hopefully a battle report will be coming. So that's going to be fun. So keep in tune, guys. I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I'm getting back up. Once exams are done with school, I have a lot more time. Just keep in touch and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.